Hello, hello. Happy Saturday. How are you all doing out there? We are doing pretty good. It's been a crazy morning here. We started our morning off with some pretty good winds this morning, but we didn't have anything compared to those around us. And for that, I'm thankful, but for them, I'm praying. Let's just put it that way. Guys, I'm going to talk here a little bit. We've been and got groceries, which includes stock up stuff and just our weekly stuff. But I'm going to show you kind of the things I get at either Aldi or Costco. That's where I was today. And why I buy them and different things like that. Okay. So if you're hopping on here with me live, if you're catching a red live up in the corner, please type live in the comments. Please let me know where you're watching from if you'd like to do that. If you're catching me later on the replay, it'll say was live up there. Just type replay in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. If you're anywhere around me, especially to the north, I know you guys caught a lot of storms. Please know that our prayers are going out with you guys. But this morning we took off kind of after the storms were past us and past that South Lincoln area, and we headed in. I needed to get some stuff to get ready for a landscaping project I've got going on, plus a few things that I'm doing still here in the back playground area. But I also was doing grocery shopping while I was there. It's been a while since I've made it to Costco, and I had to get there. So I love Costco, guys, for our low carb lifestyle because I can buy in bulk there, okay? And it lasts me longer. And they have a lot of great items, guys. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of great items for a low carb to keto type lifestyle. So hi, Kale. So I'm gonna talk to you guys a little bit about that. And then also Aldi, I love them. I really like Aldi's prices, number one. Number two, I like that it's not aisles and aisles of stuff, okay? I hate, and that's a harsh word, I know. I do not like to go down the cereal and breakfast aisle at a Walmart. I'm just going to say, is it necessary to have that many different kinds of sugar-laden cereals? My thought process, maybe not yours, but that is my humble opinion. Hi, Sarah. Guys, if you're hopping on here with me live, let me know. And like I said, I'm going to talk here a little bit about what I bought at the grocery store today at Costco and Aldi. And you can feel free to chime in with maybe something I'm missing, okay? First up, Costco, guys. I needed butter. I love the Kirkland brand. This is grass-fed butter. It is a product of New Zealand. Yes, I am sorry it's not a product of the USA, but the USA butter, well, it's a long, drawn-out story, but it's actually grass-fed beef, okay? Grass-fed butter. Hi, Debbie. Grass-fed butter is different from the butter that we get from cattle that are not grass-fed, okay? And it's just it's a situation of cows were made to be raised on grass, not on some of the stuff that we put down their throats these days. So this is a must at our house. I love this brand, okay? Hi, Linda. These are something new. They used to carry a brand called Chomps. Now, I have tried the Archer brand, and I don't know what the difference is. This is a red label. I bought the minis there, and I didn't even see them because I wanted to compare them, but they're a blue label. Now, these do say they're 100% grass-fed beef. I know there's 0 sugar in them. It says that on there, 0 sugar. And it's a good source of protein. So if you're looking for a snack, a lot of times jerky, these types of things are a great source of protein. And I talked about this the other day, you know, if you're looking for snackies and stuff like that, a good protein source, and this is that. Grass-fed beef contains 2% or less of sea salt, water, citric acid, celery powder, spices, garlic powder, cherry powder. I'm assuming the cherry powder is for some color. Onion powder, and it's in a beef collagen casing, okay? I haven't tried these yet, guys. I'll let you know how I like them, okay? Hi, Pat. How are you? Heavy whipping cream. This is not the brand that I usually get there, but I like these bigger ones. The only difference in this that I can see from the brand that I like is this is not organic. This is the brand Costco has been carrying for a while, but I wanted a little bigger container. I've got a few things that I'm using heavy whipping cream for here coming up, so I wanted the bigger container, so I went with this, okay? New Trail, guys, this is a great granola, okay? There's 2 net carbs in 1/3 of a cup. That's a pretty good sized amount for granola, okay? And sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, coconut, almonds, pecans, erythritol, butter, dried blueberries, cinnamon, salt, and monk fruit extract. So some of those carbs that are in this are coming from the blueberries, okay? Really great. I love this stuff. I love to throw it in my my low-carb yogurts. Hi, Sharon. Hey, Kelly. How are you guys? Hi, Glenda. I love throwing it in that type of stuff. So that's a great one for me. This is something I've found. Yes, I love Costco too. Skinny dipped chocolate peanut butter cups. Okay, guys. I love the orange package of peanut butter cups, don't we all? But there's so much stuff in that. And these are not horrible, okay? 1 cup has, and there's 30 cups in this. It has 3 net carbs, okay? There's peanut butter in it, which peanut butter is one of those things that's kind of questionable with a lot of keto people. They'll tell you that peanuts are not keto. I think if you're eating them in moderation, you know, it's a low carb option, but peanut butter, and then there's dark chocolate. It gives all the ingredients of the dark chocolate. There's palm kernel oil in it, guys, which is questionable. But then chicory root fiber, peanut flour, non-fat dairy milk, maple sugar, and there is some sugar. So there are sugars in this. But if I feel like having one of those orange packages of 2, I don't even know how many carbs are in those, guys. I keep these in my freezer, okay? Awesome. Hey, Martha. Yeah, glad so too. I keep these in my freezer. And for the days where it's like, oh, I need chocolate. And I actually have a package in my freezer now. I popped these out. They're a decent size. Each one's individually wrapped. I like that too because Dave can throw these in his lunchbox and just take one to work if he wants to. He's not a big a chocolate-aholic as I am. He's a breadaholic. So I like chocolate, so I keep these around for myself. And I'm not gonna lie, they're uber good. The dark chocolate, you know, guys, dark chocolate is a thing too that has a lot of health benefits. So stop and think about that. So I'm getting health benefits in the chocolate, even though there's some carbs in it. Uber good. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Sorry, but I had to show you. They are really good. I love them for a sweet treat once in a while. There again, moderation, guys, moderation. They were sampling these today, guys. Pickled red onions. Dave sampled them. And then after we left, I went, ew, you know what? I'll bet there's sugar in those. And sure enough, there's 4 total carbs in this. And a serving is 12 slices. Now, I don't know how the heck you know what 12 slices are because all those slices in there are different sizes. So after we left, I went, Dave, we should have read. Red onions, water, distilled vinegar, granulated sugar. So there's 3 grams of added sugar in each one of these. Now, what I told him is, we'll try them. If you like them, I'm going to look for a recipe. So if anybody has a recipe how to make these babies, what I told him is I think I can pretty much figure this out. And instead of using granulated sugar, I'm going to use one of my sweeteners. And I'm going to make these and we'll can them. I said, we're going to take a weekend this winter. And I said, you can go ahead and eat these in moderation. Like I said, 4 net carbs in a small amount. And that's what he said. I'd like to have them on hamburgers, maybe a little bit on a taco, something like that. So if you're eating small amounts and this fits in, it might be okay. We're going to watch the blood sugars though and see how that goes. But I'm going to try to make some of my own. So if anybody out there has a great pickled red onion recipe that I might be able to change some things, inbox me. Hit me with your inbox. Now, this is not something Dave's going to eat, but guys, I am always looking for snacks for daycare. That's just a little bit better, a little bit healthier. And, you know, really honestly, he could probably eat one of these. This is something that we found. They're called Crunchables, and it's fruit. And seriously, the only thing in these, like there's apple, cinnamon, and strawberry. There's 3 different flavors in here. The ingredients in the apple is organic apples. Now, with that being said, there's 9 carbs but 2 fibers, so you're looking at 7 grams of carbs. Now, will Dave eat these? Probably not. But what I went to was, it's a healthier option for daycare kids. They're getting organic apples, organic strawberries, organic apples, and organic cinnamon in these. And you know what? I'm going to open them up because I have never seen these. I want to see how big the bags are. And I'm going to tell you what, they're not real big, but I can serve a little bit of something with these. And by them being prepackaged like this, the kids are going to think it's something wonderful because, oh my gosh, look, it's in a package. And will they know that all they're getting is fruit? I don't know. I'm going to give them a try. And that's what I said. It's really not for us, but I wanted to share that with you guys. Like I said, if you wanted a snack to go on the go, and, you know, like this one here is, let's see, I was looking for the one, they're all the same, 9 with 2 fiber. If 7 grams of carbs hits you okay, and you would like to have something like this to munch on, you know, it's an option. It's real, it's whole, it's good food, okay? Now, on to Aldi, guys. Oh, no, not yet. Sour cream, guys, we use Daisy all the time because it doesn't have all the carrageenan and that kind of stuff in it. Dave's been fixing creamed cucumbers like they're going out of style, so I opted for a big box. On to Aldi, guys. I had to have peanuts for peanut butter. If you watched my live just a few days ago, I showed you how to turn this container into peanut butter. Go find it, okay? I make my own peanut butter all the time here at home now. I love Aldi for produce, okay? I love their produce. These are great. I'll show you what else I've got. Hearts of romaine. Gotta have some lettuce in the house. Of course, I'm going to be trying a new recipe with this for a salad. So please stay tuned this week. I found something that I'm going to try out and throw together. We'll see how that goes. Dave's moving things around outside. I'm sorry, that keeps going off. These are great snackies, guys. Vegetables are a wonderful thing to keep in your house for snacking on. We love radishes. Olives is something I keep in my fridge all the time. Green or black, either one. Those are a great source of fats. Plus, they're healthy. They're not bad for you. As long as you're not getting any junk stuff in them, okay? I mean, you want to be real careful with, you know, some of the olives have some weird additions or flavors or something like that. So, Aldi, you betcha. I love their produce. Strawberries looked great today. I have been mixing some of these in. I froze a few. I actually took a few pieces of watermelon squares and cut them up and froze them here recently. And my pink punch that I drink, guys, I threw some of those in for ice cubes and kind of infused my pink punch with that little bit of watermelon. Oh, it was heavenly. So now I've got strawberries I'm going to freeze and give that a whirl. Duke's mayo, guys, I love it. Aldi carries it all the time. My Aldi does anyway. Love this stuff. It's amazing. Yes, it does have soybean oil in it. Somebody asked me about that the other day. It is hard to find a mayo that doesn't have soybean oil in it that tastes good. I'm just going to say that. I can make my own at home. It just doesn't have the stability to hold together like I wish it did. Yes, we use radishes for potatoes a lot of times too. And actually I'm going to Walmart because I can't get turnips anywhere but Walmart. But we use turnips too. Dave just likes to eat turnips as a snack. But yes, I do realize this has soybean oil in it. I wish it didn't, but soybeans and we have one of those relationships, okay? I would like to avoid it at all costs. It is difficult. The thing I do like about Duke's over most of the other mayos is there's no bioengineered stuff in it. So that's a bonus. And I love Aldi, guys, for cheese slices. Gouda, Pepper Jack, Colby Jack. They were out of Munster. Dave loves those. I didn't need any blocks of cheese, but I do like the slices from there. Makes it easier for Dave when he's packing his lunch to be able to take that. Their salsa, most salsas are good. I love theirs. Something else I always buy at Aldi is my coffee. These are beans. Yes, they are. I grind my own. I bought a small coffee grinder because I had read that when you buy pre-ground coffee, there's weeds and twigs and all kinds of foreign matter that can be in there, maybe bugs even, I don't know. So I've started grinding my own because I did find some of that foreign matter in some. I really like this. It's a small container. I don't go through a ton of coffee, so I grind it a small amount. It lasts me for a week or so. A thing like this will last me for a while. I love it too because it's one single type of bean. It's not a whole bunch of excess beans thrown in a heap, okay? And of course I do love Aldi because their meats are good too. I love buying these guys. This is a family pack. Dave and I are not a family anymore, but I'll take these out and put them 2 or 3 in a container and throw them in the freezer, and this will last me a few weeks. And they didn't have the chicken thighs like this same stuff, but they had one fine chicken. You see that? I don't know, but I needed chicken thighs too. It does say no antibiotics ever on this, so they're boneless, skinless chicken thighs. And you know what? The rest of the stuff that I have in here is for the daycare. And I don't eat like the daycare eats, let's just put it that way. But anyway, guys, if you have any questions about any of this, please let me know. I'll try to keep you updated on these little things and also on the sticks. And kind of see if anybody out there does have a great recipe for pickled red onions, send it my way. I want to see if I can make it keto without the sugar like these have in them. So that's all I got for today, guys. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Guys, this is the type of stuff I share in my group, though. Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave. If you're not in the group, please request to join. Drop group in the comments. I will get you a link. You can request to join, or you can search it on Facebook. Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave. You do not have to be diabetic to be in there. I share recipes, positivity, facts that I find other people sharing, doctors that I follow that say different things, that type of stuff. That's what I share over there. I'd love to have you join us. If you're in there, please invite your friends and family. And I think that's all I have for today. Guys, if you need info about the duos that I was talking about earlier and how much we love those, 150 pounds between the two of us, kicked to the curb. And yeah, and also it's great because the mental health benefits from it are amazing. Hi, Lily, how are ya? So, you know, a lot of people are getting great results, and it kind of is the results that you need and not what everybody else needs. It's not a blanket type thing. It works with your body to help your body. So if you need info on the duos, drop duos in the comments and I'll get back to you about that. But enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Smile. Pass that smile on. We'll chat later. Thanks, guys. Bye.